In this lesson, we're going to explore the Japanese way of saying I'm able to do something. Once again, we need to look at our verbs in terms of weak verbs and strong verbs. Our weak verbs, such as mimasu, kimasu, demasu, tabemasu, akemasu, shimemasu, okimasu, and abimasu, and remembering the rules for one hiragana before mas makes it weak, row verb before mas makes it weak, and some of those other irregular ones where sometimes we have a vowel and one hiragana before mas, making them all weak verbs. To make the potential being the expression for able to do, we take off the mas, and this time we're going to add ra, re, ru. Rareru. It sounds a little complicated, and this time our weak verbs are actually a little bit more complicated to say than our strong verbs. So our weak verbs, we remove the mas and add rareru. So mimasu, to see, mirareru, we're able to see. Kimasu, to wear, kirareru, able to wear. Kirareru, you are able to wear it. Demasu, to leave or exit, derareru, you're able to leave. Derareru, if it snows a lot, you might say derarenai, we cannot leave, because we're snowed in. Taberu, to eat, taberareru, to be able to eat something. And if it makes you sick, you would say taberarenai. Akerareru, to be able to open the door. Akerareru, to be able to close it. Shimerareru, shimeraremasu. To be able to wake up. Okirareru, okiraremasu. And to be able to take a shower. Abirareru, abiraremasu. If you're at a hotel that has no shower and only a bath, it would be abirarenai. If you're one of those people that cannot eat meat, you would say niku ga taberarenai. Niku ga taberarenai. Doa ga akerareru, I'm able to open the door. Doa ga akerareru. If you're unable to, doa ga akirarenai, I cannot open the door. Past tense, doa ga akirarenakatta. Doa ga akerarenakatta, I was unable to open the door. Uchi o deru, to leave the house. Uchi ga derarenakatta, we were not able to leave the house. And those two expressions could go together. Because we were unable to open the door, we were unable to leave the house. Doa ga akerarenakatta kara, uchi o derarenakatta. Doa ga akerarenakatta, I was unable to open the door. And as a consequence, uchi o derarenakatta. Uchi o derarenakatta, I was unable to leave the house. The irregular verbs shimasu and kimasu really are very different here. We actually change shimasu into a new verb, dekimasu, to say able to do. And kimasu, to come, korareru, to be able to come. Let's have a look at dekiru for a moment, because dekimasu is a new verb we have to learn if you're able to do something that you would normally use the verb shimasu for. And that includes sports, it includes all sorts of skills that we may use for dekimasu. Dekiru. For example, if we're talking about sports and we're talking about being able to play particular sports, we would say karate ga dekimasu. I'm able to do karate. Karate ga dekimasu. ネットボールができません. I am unable to play netball. ネットボールができません. Can you do Japanese? Meaning, can you speak Japanese? 日本語ができますか? Ka being the question. 日本語ができますか? Can you speak Japanese? We're just using the term dekimasu to be able to. It changes as a weak verb because the de and the ki are actually represented by two characters, so we can't change them. So dekiru, dekinai, dekita, dekinakatta. In the plain form, dekimasu, dekimasen, dekimashita, dekimasen deshita in the polite. Our strong verbs are a little bit simpler. In fact, we're going to use the hiragana chart, and this time, after we remove the mas from our strong verbs, we're left with a hiragana in the it row. This time we're going to change it down to the e row on our hiragana chart. So our I and our ki and our shi, etc. will go down to our e and our ke and our se to say the potential, or to say to be able to. And then we just add ru, and they all behave like weak verbs after the change. So kaimasu, to buy. If you want to say you're able to buy, kaeru. Able to sing, utaeru. Able to write, kakeru. Able to work, hatarakeru. Able to speak, hanaseru. Able to stand, tateru. Able to wait, materu. Able to die, which I don't think we'd ever use as an expression, shineru. Able to play, asoberu. Able to call, yoberu. Able to drink, nomeru. Able to read, yomeru. Able to run, hashireru. And able to fall, which also I don't think we'd use the expression for, fureru. Some verbs, although they change very simply, in realistic circumstances, we wouldn't say them very often. To be able to snow or able to rain. Fureru, able to. Let's look at some examples that we would use using these expressions. And remember, they often work in the negative. Ashi ga itai. My legs hurt. Ashi ga itai. Tatenai. I cannot stand. Ashi ga itai. Tatenai. Byouki ni naru. To become sick. Byouki ni naru kara. Because I become ill, miruku ga nomenai. I'm unable to drink milk. Byouki ni naru kara. Miruku ga nomenai. Sono kanji ga yomenai. I am unable to read that kanji. Sono kanji ga yomenai. In the polite form, we could say, 中国語が話せません. 話せる. Polite form, 話せません. I cannot speak Chinese. 中国語が話せません. 私はまだ not yet. カタカナが書けません. I am unable to write katakana. Katakana ga kakemasen. From kakimasu to kakemasen. Sono computer wa takai. That computer is expensive. Sono computer wa takai kara. Because it's expensive. Kaenai. I cannot buy it. Kaenai. From kaimasu to kaenai. Plain negative of kaeru, kaemasu, kaenai. I am unable to buy it. It's too expensive.